Item Number: SCP-1233. Containment Class: Keter. Disruption Class: Eki. Risk Class: Danger. This VHS is Level 3 confidential. Turn off if you are lower than this requirement. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1233's anomalous physical properties all but preclude the possibility of primary containment, and as such secondary containment measures are considered adequate until a feasible method of physical containment is devised. Foundation Satellite Observation Network Argos-1 is to enter Priority 2 High Alert status 3 years and 6 months following the last observed SCP-1233 departure event. When Argos detects SCP-1233 in the upper thermosphere, a contingent from any nearby covert amnesticization and disinformation mobile task force will be dispatched to the population center closest to the terminus of SCP-1233's descent trajectory. After the entity's departure from Earth orbit, all appearances of and damages caused by SCP-1233 are to be accounted for with a suitable cover story in conjunction with media blackout. And any civilians having witnessed an overt display of SCP-1233's anomalous effects are to be amnesticized at MTF discretion. Mass amnesticization of the affected city may be authorized in the event of unusually prolonged SCP-1233 appearances. Update October 5, 2017. Under no circumstances are Foundation personnel permitted to interact with or engage SCP-1233 in any capacity. Description: SCP-1233 is a humanoid entity of unknown composition, which visually resembles an individual wearing an EMU-2 type spacesuit with opaque visor and detached extravehicular propulsion jetpack. The equipment worn by SCP-1233 exhibits a number of anomalous properties. The suit itself has shown durability far exceeding that of a standard spacesuit. SCP-1233 has to date withstood small arms fire, anti-tank munitions, landmines, white phosphorus munitions, and in one instance total submersion in magma without sustaining any observable damage or decrease in functionality. The suit material is also opaque to all attempted forms of penetrative scanning, up to and including ultrasonic, radio, microwave, and X-ray emitters. The entity's jetpack, while ostensibly designed to be practical only in low-gravity orbital conditions and powered by compressed nitrogen, instead appears to utilize some form of anomalously high-powered rocket propulsion system. This device can sustainably generate thrust capable of rapidly accelerating the entity to a maximum observed velocity of approximately 40,500 km per hour, and can alter SCP-1233's trajectory in any direction at speeds and rates of acceleration/deceleration that would be instantly fatal to any human. SCP-1233's physical strength is correspondingly anomalous. It has demonstrated the ability to lift and throw objects weighing up to 65,000 kilograms and can do so repeatedly without showing any external signs of fatigue, in defiance of multiple physical laws. SCP-1233 is capable of communicating through a loudspeaker installed in its suit, and does so in a loud, somewhat grandiloquent and declamatory male voice, demonstrating fluency in a number of languages and adjusting its speech to conform with whatever language is most commonly spoken by the surrounding populace. Its statements are generally coherent in structure, but are frequently rambling, oblique, irrelevant to the present situation, or lacking discernible context. SCP-1233's behavior is erratic, unpredictable, gregarious, cordial, and somewhat destructive, though its appearances are typically brief and infrequent, with sightings occurring only once per 4 to 5 years. An SCP-1233 arrival event will begin with the entity falling from an unknown height above the Earth's surface, generally at a terminal velocity comparable to that of a small meteorite or atmospheric reentry vehicle. SCP-1233 will exhibit the red-orange thermal radiance typical of these objects as a result of atmospheric friction, and as such SCP-1233 is commonly mistaken for a meteorite or shooting star during its descent. It will then crash land, causing a minor localized seismic event and a sizable impact crater. In almost all cases, SCP-1233 has landed a moderate distance far away from the outer limits of a population center, usually a small to mid-sized town with a population not exceeding 30,000. It will then climb out of the crater and travel toward the nearby town either via flight or on foot. Its route to the population center is usually not direct. SCP-1233 will frequently stop to engage in various activities, seemingly at random. Examples of observed deter behaviors include inspecting various objects, such as farm equipment, buildings, and plants, standing still for variable amounts of time, chasing small insects, such as grasshoppers and butterflies, attempting to greet, converse with, or interrogate animals such as livestock and birds, pulling up root vegetables or picking fruit from bushes/trees and pressing them forcefully into its closed visor in an apparent attempt to eat them, marching directly into bodies of water such as ponds and lakes, among others, normally not resulting in significant property damage. Upon reaching the town limits, SCP-1233 will engage in further activities which, due to its curiosity, appearance, extreme physical strength, and lack of understanding of human societal conventions, will generally result in civil unrest and destruction of public and private property. The following video transcript provides a typical example of SCP-1233 interaction with the local populace.
Date: August 9, 2009. Media origin: security camera footage confiscated from Sam's Sweets, a bakery and cafe located in downtown Saratoga Springs, New York, USA. SCP-1233 opens front door and enters cafe. Behind the counter is an overweight, bearded man identified as Bob Parsons, 32, co-owner of the establishment. Parsons raises his eyebrows upon SCP-1233's entry.
Parsons, holy crap dude, it's like 90 degrees out there. I get being dedicated to your cosplay and all that, but goddamn.
SCP-1233 approaches the register and salutes briefly. SCP-1233, greetings, little girl. I am Moon Champion, champion of the moon, defender of space justice and destroyer of evil. I have come once again to your charming world to learn more of your strange culture, and to seek aid for my people in their ongoing war against the moon monsters. You appear to possess a vast wealth of the fabled nutrients and moisture for which this world is known throughout the galaxy. Are you the president of this planet? Pause. Parsons laughs uproariously for approximately a minute, then reaches into a display case below the counter while wiping tears from his eyes.
Parsons, holy fuck, man. That's the funniest shit I've heard in at least a year. What's up, Moon Champion? I'm Bob, and you get a free cookie for making me bust a gut so hard I thought I was gonna puke up my own spine. Here.
Parsons offers the cookie to SCP-1233. The entity takes it from the shopkeeper. SCP-1233, one of your human parakeets, I see. Yes, I, Moon Champion, accept this small bird on behalf of the moon, and solemnly pledge to use the energy it provides to advance the cause of righteousness. SCP-1233 rams the cookie into its unopened visor. The impact instantly destroys the confection and forcefully scatters crumbs in all directions. SCP-1233, delicious. I thank you, Lord President of Earth, for this generous gift, and may the light of justice forever shine upon your royal visage. The baker laughs again and begins eating a cookie of his own. Parsons. Nah, it's cool, Moon Bro. I'll just clean that up later. Don't worry about it, or anything. So there's monsters, huh? On the moon? And you fight, M? SCP-1233, your understanding of the situation is flawless, my lord. Yes, the dreaded moon monsters have plagued and besieged my people for countless millennia. They are very terrible. Merely attempting to describe them to you would cause your human organs to shrivel in horror. And it is my sacred duty as Moon Champion to meet these nightmarish beasts in combat, and lead the moon people in the defense of their imperiled homeland, the majestic and magnificent Moon Kingdom. Parsons continues eating his cookie and nods. Parsons, oh, so you're like one of these alien dudes. They're king or something. SCP-1233, no, I am not one of the moon people. I am Moon Champion. I will continue to serve the moon people and wage glorious war against their enemies until my debt to the Moon King is repaid. But the Moon Kingdom is a land of peace and enlightenment, the moon people having abandoned the pettiness of violence and bloodshed eons ago. They are ill-prepared for the sudden advent of such a formidable foe, and the conflict goes poorly despite the valiant efforts of me, Moon Champion. And so I have come once more to Earth, our closest neighbor, to seek whatever assistance lies within your damp, meaty hearts. Throughout this monologue, SCP-1233's right arm has risen into the air gradually until its hand is outstretched above its head. Parsons points at it. Parsons, do you, have a question? SCP-1233, yes. Several. To start, are these puppies you have capable of withstanding the vacuum of space without additional shielding? I would like to befriend one, and name her Moon Pup, and take her with me on space adventures. Parsons, your arm, dude. SCP-1233 pauses, then turns its head to look at its arm. SCP-1233, yes. It has become buoyant, an aspect of your mighty balloons. Another common side effect of your Earth atmosphere, similar to electricity and swarms of locusts. Either that or there are laser beasts within this quadrant. I have studied the Earth quite extensively. Its phenomena are disgusting and incredible. Parsons. SCP-1233. Now, Lord President Mayor of Earth, will you answer the Moon King's call and assist us in our desperate battle against the Moon monsters? Time is of the essence. Time waits for no Moon champion. I have asked it nicely. It did not listen. Parsons. So as you can see, Moon Dude, as president I have, responsibilities. This, supply depot here is the only source of food for my people, and I've gotta, stay here. Otherwise there'll be a famine. You know how it is. But I've ordered the citizens to lend a helping hand to anyone who asks, and, look. Right outside, there's some. SCP-1233 turns to look out the glass door, where there are passers-by visible. SCP-1233. Yes. Of course. You have been most voluptuous, my liege. Farewell, glorious and corpulent president. May you and your people remain moist and rubbery. Moon Champion blasts off on wings of justice. SCP-1233 salutes once more, turns about, and marches forward, crashing directly through a section of concrete wall less than 10 feet from the establishment entrance.